Greetings from the swamps, I'm Andy, and today I bring you the ROCKASAURS.
Look at the young ROCKASAURS in their natural habitat. How peaceful. How quiet.
Much like the gnarlies from the movie, you only see the ROCKASAURS in the background. Their roles weren't defined as good or evil like the gnarlies. They were both and neither at the same time. Basically just big fucking rocks that turned into dinosaurs and did whatever they want. Now here's TERRA-ROCK in his alt mode. A green rock with like a tannish yellow running through it, giving it this marbled effect. Surprisingly, for it being an 80s toy and a really basic one at that, it's got some really nice cut-in detail to make it look like a real rock. Very asymmetrical pattern. And here we have SPIKESTONE in his alt mode. Purple rock with this really neat water pattern, like if you had an oil on top of the water, it gives that different hues of color. It's got the same thing going on along the whole thing. Again, it's got a really nice cut-in pattern, very asymmetrical, and very psychedelic. Now obviously you can see the panel lines running through them where they're going to transform, but really, who fucking cares? They're rock lords. They're rocks that transform. You have to have some kind of imagination to believe this in the first place, right? And they have a good bit of weight about them too. I mean, if you want to, you could throw this to somebody's head and probably bust it open. Fun! Alright, but let's face it, nobody gets rock lords, and especially ROCKASAURS, because they really like their rock form. I do. But you get them because they turn into some really badass creatures. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So here we have them in their dino modes, and to me it's completely successful. Here we have TERRA-ROCK, who obviously is supposed to be a pterodactyl. I mean, the face sculpt completely works for me. And I really like this bone detail they decided to put on the ribcage. Really nice touch. I really like his little chicken legs with the chunky thighs. And when you flip them underneath, the wings have the little claws on them. And some really nice detail in the wings. I mean, they even went as far as to put sculpted detail on the inner thighs where you never really will see it. And for articulation, he's got a joint right there in his upper neck, the bottom part of the neck. He's got legs, knees, feet. His wings can flap up and down, and this part can come in and out, as well as his little tail can go up and down. And here we have SPIKESTONE, and he's supposed to be a triceratops horned dinosaur thingy. I really like his face sculpt. I mean, it's evil as all can be with the red eyes and the teeth glaring at you. He's got the same molded in bone detail going throughout him that's really effective. And like TERRA-ROCK has the same detail in his inner thighs that you never really will see but adds so much to the figure itself. SPIKESTONE has this gnarly tail that really works. Even with it being yellowed and the paint chipping off of it, it makes it look even better in my opinion. Worn and ready to go. For articulation, he can move his head up and down. His horn can go back, but that's really due to transformation. His mouth can open and close just the slightest little bit. His legs are fully posable. They can go backwards, and he can bend at the foot. SPIKESTONE and TERRA-ROCK were a really cool concept that was abandoned way before they gave it a chance. I mean, these are the only two ROCKASAURS that were made from the Rock Lords line. When I look at them, they scream nostalgia in all the good ways. This brings me right back to being a child in the 80s. I think it was an epic fail on Tonka's part to discontinue these after these two. With a little bit of marketing, they could have sold like crazy. ROCKASAURS, the only pet rocks worth having.